Hey guys, Crowbar Zero, and today we're going to do another episode of Pump Up My Tower, and this one is with Voltroth's tower. And so let's pull up some of these. Let's see. Got okay, pretty basic, just like a basic unlock for Gold Bot. Okay. Let's see. It looks like some other the things that they want to kind of do is what combo of cards should they be running. Um, and I think there was something that I briefly read about as far as like buying what do you buy in a round. So yeah, let's see what they got for ultimate weapons. Try to get a pulse on things. Um, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this out there. Next ultimate weapon, you're definitely gonna want black hole. Like, pray that you can get black hole because it's so good. Um, Let me just check. What other modules do we have? I don't see the module pool of things that you've got. So I don't know if you have Multiverse Nexus yet. If you do, I might just say go straight for pulling for black hole if you can. Um, the stacking bonuses between Golden Tower and that are just so good. Let's see what else we got. But that's really expensive. So if you do buy stone packs, um, that might be something that you could just try to. If you get the stones, what you can do is you can peek at your next pool of ultimate weapons. Now, if you don't have stone packs, I would say probably work on getting the cooldowns for Golden Tower and Death Wave reduced a bit. That's probably a really good start. Um, but if you can buy stone packs, um, take a peek. So you buy a stone pack. Let's say you've got you would have 950 from what you have right now. Take a look, and you'll be like, "Oh, hey, here's black hole space." Um, and let's see. I don't know if you have anything as far as that, like it shows if you're at. Okay, yeah. You've got up to tier 7, so you've got pretty far, or at least far enough to at least unlock the lab for black hole. So yeah, you definitely want black hole. You definitely want to start chipping away at the lab for that, because that's basically like a times 11 bonus once that lab is done for any enemy that dies in black hole. Um, like it's just freaking amazing. So that would, if you had black hole, an enemy that would die, that's almost taking it up to like instead of like about times 9, that would bring it up to like times 99. It's a really sizable modifier. Um, where you're at right now, though, I would not be farming T9. Like, yeah, everything doesn't look developed enough where I would suggest like T9 is a good place for you. Um, Maybe that's the farthest that you can progress as far as like milestone runs, but this does not look like you want for farming to be able to use your perks. And that might not be something that you've got. I'm going to take a look at see where your labs are at. You might not have perks, and that is probably going to be shooting you in the foot. Let's see. If we're able to get up to like it was like T7, T9 or whatever, T7. Um, yeah. Okay, so you do. Oh, oh, jeez. You do have perks unlocked. Um, these are really important. It's good to see that you're already working on the standard perk bonus. Yeah, just keep on using that slot to kind of flesh out all your perks, and yeah, that'll be a really good spot. Definitely, econ looks like it's a pain point, and that's probably why you're not able to work on the trade off. Band perks is nice eventually, but like getting more options will be really, really useful. For like first perk choice, once you can grab that, slotting in something like perk wave requirement is super important for trying to get some sort of like any resemblance of like consistency. So you need that perk wave requirement to cut down the number of waves for that next perk. So hopefully you can get all the perks by the end of your run, and hopefully that's kind of within a like 3,000 wave range. So when you're farming, you probably want to be focusing on farming on something where you're going maybe about like 3 to 4,000 waves into that tier. But I don't have anything that shows what tier that would be. So let's see if you're going. Let's see. So it might be something along the lines of like a tier 5 or 6 is my guess. Might be the sweet spot for you. This is just a guess. Uh, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking at the moment. Common module drop chance, that's extremely useful. This is your. Let's see here. Let's take a look at your module. Yeah, you can get it up to 60, so you've got plenty of room for growth on these for now. The common modules will drop, will give you tons of shards, and it'll really throttle on how fast you can build up your modules. Now, this is actually relatively expensive from what it seems for the coins that you're making. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's not too bad. 373. I think you might have said something about how much you make. Okay, 30 million. Um, yeah, that's still tough on your econ to try to level some of these modules up. Um, so yeah, your coin econ is really, really, really needs to work. But just looking through everything, so I didn't remember you having Flamebot unlocked. Yeah, I would take the For Flamebot, for that really to be useful for the damage reduction, you're gonna need to really crank up the cooldown on that. So I think right now you're better off respecking, pull the metals out of Flamebot, and unlocking that, and put that into your gold bot. I'll take a look at where a good spot for that would be. Um, but if the cooldowns match up and you can just leave it there, I would work on range. Let's see here. 5 times 60. So actually, yeah, the coinbot does synchronize with these cooldowns. I think. Let me math this out. I think it's every 2 activations your coinbot will synchronize with. Yeah, it's every 2 activations. Wait a second. What is 2.5? Alright. Hmm. Okay, so I think what might be a really good, also short-term goal is trying to get the cooldowns for Deathwave and Golden Tower. We're gonna aim for 4 minutes. So we'll go over here. Oh, looks like you dropped that info. Oh, right. Let's see here. So about some of these you might not have farmed in a while. So I'm thinking try like a tier 4 or 5. That might get you enough waves where you can get all of your perk bonuses. I see around the corner here you haven't picked up the stone pack, so maybe you're on the free to play side. Maybe not. I don't know. Hard to say. I'm just gonna give you a thumbs up because that was useful. So with 4 minutes, um, this is basically 2 minutes for every cooldown of those. So 4 minute cooldown on both GT and Deathwave. That'll pull this in line with this, so you can put your metals into range, so you can collect more enemies in your clone bot or golden bot. Bonus would be good, and possibly a little bit of duration. Let me double check. Um, There we go. So yeah, a little bit of duration too could be good. But you can probably also lab that eventually, and that'll bring that up kind of close to this. Now with death wave quantity, that's going to be the effect waves that go out. So you get about 4 seconds for every quantity. So you probably want to make sure that enemies die kind of quickly. Um, yeah, you don't have black hole yet, and that's a big determining factor for specifically um, like bringing your range down, because black hole, the larger that is, um, will encompass more of your tower, but the black hole range is limited. It's not affected by your tower range per se as far as the size of the black hole, but it determines the placement. So once you get black hole farming at a lower range, so that you can bring those black holes closer, as you can kind of see, Usually in my farming runs, like these are like wow, like encompassing way over here. Right now I'm in a tournament run, so I'm not as concerned about that. But here, I'll just leave it like that so you can just see my coins because I'm not really farming coins. Um, but yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea of like at a range versus like really close. That black hole will be encompassing more of the screen, so any enemies that die. But right now we're not worried about that until you do have black hole. In which case, once you do, you can work on the size, you can work on the duration to kind of coincide with the GT duration. Look good. Yeah, a little bit of quantity, good too. A little bit expensive. So you're gonna get a lot more getting these cooldowns to 4 minutes for now. I'm just gonna double check here for black hole. Now, black hole is when you first get it, it's gonna be 200 seconds. So let's see. 60. That'll be 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And so once you get black hole and these are at the 4 minute mark, it's not going to be too far away for you to make that jump and grab. You'll be able to synchronize that up without the use of any modules at all. So that'll be nice. Uh, yeah, so I think cooldown I think would be kind of the number one priority of knocking that down to 4 minutes. Um, Cards. So you specifically wanted to ask about cards. We've got 12 card slots. Um, get rid of Death Ray. You'll want Berserk in there instead. Berserker is going to give you so much more damage. It's probably going to take you a lot farther as far as like wanting to up your damage. And protectors are immune to Death Ray. So yeah, using Black Hole Digester, that's not bad. Right now you Black Hole Digester's perfectly fine. You've got coins per wave. Maybe that's okay for where you're at. Yeah, I wouldn't bother too much with rerolling at the point that you're at. That's probably good enough. Harmony Conductor, you don't have quiz installed. But Dimension Core will be good. Once you pull that, as far as like for use for tournaments. Um, I might actually use Harmony Conductor as like your dedicated farming mod. And so you would probably want to roll stats along the lines of better. I would avoid the cooldown for GT, but if you can get things like um, Golden Tower bonus, Death Wave quantity, you might not be able to get Death Wave. Let me double check here. A little master list of let's see. So Death Wave quantity, you're not going to be able to get to legendary, but once you're able to get it up there, that might be something good to slot in. Um, GT bonus, you can get that at Epic. You don't have Black Hole yet? Yeah. GT bonus. Oops. Mm, so we got Space Displacer. Um, so this is kind of for inner landmine use. It might be the only thing that you've got. So in which case, I would say if you can roll, might not actually recommend re-rolling anything just for now. Yeah, just leave it as it is. And being Annihilator, that's absolutely fine for. Okay, let's see, you've got Super Crit Chance. I don't know if you have Super Crit unlocked at this point. Let's see. Do you? Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, well, Super Crit stats are great. Yeah, there's not really much I would devolve at the current state, not until you have Black Hole. So yeah, let's just go through cards. What are some of the best ones? Um, eh, I can't tell if you have any of these checked off. Damage is pretty solid. Um, might want that. Okay, you do have critical coin. You've got PC free ups. That's fine, especially if you're using Black Hole Digester. Wave skip. Hmm. Okay, so you do have some of the. You grab. Okay, you don't have wormhole redirector. You got space displacer. Um, absolutely, you want critical chance. If you're using critical coin, you absolutely want critical chance. Very, very important. Would take death ray out, put critical chance in. Um, you are using absolute defense and extra defense for kind of killing enemies or being able to tank hits. Yeah, wave skip. I think you might be able to get a little bit more use out of replacing wave skip with maybe berserker or damage, and then so we've got 12 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I'm missing something somewhere. So I go berserker. None of these. I would go with Crit Coin, Plasma Cannon, free ups. You're fine with that. Do health, that's fine. Coin, cash, critical chance, enemy balance, extra defense, fortress, and then damage. Yep, that's what I go with. As far as cards go, yeah. All right. Well, I hope that's useful. And yeah, for buying packs, you can take a peek. If you don't see anything that you like, namely a black hole, you can decide at that point, like, oh, do you want to pick up that item or not? Do you want to try to risk re-rolling for like another one? Um, but otherwise, like if you're just like on the free to play side, I would just work on the cooldowns for Deathwave and Golden Tower. Anyway, I think that's all for me for now, and or at least all that I can think of. I'll catch you later.